crazy. I got to go back and see. But that's what I was trying to tell her.
Yeah. And then obviously there was a late sequence at the end of the opening round. I mean, you were pushing to the end. When you went back to your corner at the end of round one, did you know something was wrong?
Yeah, when I was walking away, and he stayed down, I looked down at his shin and I saw the bone. Like I saw it was disfigured a little bit, and I was like, oh man. It's just weird that it held together, because I'm more than sure it happened on when I checked the kick, that it held together, and then, you know, probably when he pivoted on that bone, that's when it probably separated or something. You know, I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah. So as you walk back to your corner, did you go, the fight's over?
Yeah. Yeah. I went to sit on the stool, and I forget who was it in my corner came up to me and said, "This is over."
Nice. You know, like you said, it's not the way you want a fight to end, right? But I do wonder. I mean, he said you were going to be leaving on a stretcher. He ends up leaving on a stretcher. I mean, do you take any satisfaction in that?
Listen, Conor said some nasty stuff that didn't make it on Embedded, and maybe when this behind the scenes for this fight airs, you'll see him on the ground still saying some real bad stuff. But even that stuff being said, I don't wish, you know, serious harm like that on nobody. The guy's got kids. I want him to go home safe to his family. I pray before these fights. Every time before I walk through the octagon door, I'm praying that not for me to win. I'm praying that we both get out of this safe, because, you know, I know what I'm going to try to do to him. I know what he's going to try to do to me. You know.
He said afterwards the rivalry's not over. Dana White was here earlier, and Dana said, you know, obviously you're going to fight for the title next, but at some point you do the rematch down the line. Do you feel like the rivalry is over? Or do you feel like...
No, we are going to fight again, whether it's in the octagon or on the sidewalk. You don't say the stuff he said, you know.
The things that he did say, especially afterwards, you're saying about your wife and that sort of thing.
Nah, my wife's solid as a rock. I'm not worried about that. That's noise. He was saying that he was going to kill me. You don't say stuff like that. That he was going to murder me. You don't say stuff like that, you know. You don't say stuff about people's wives either, but I know that that's, you know, I know that's zero chance. But there is a chance, you know, somebody could die. And you don't say that. You don't wish that on anybody, man.
Last thing for me.
Yeah, you bet on Conor? Okay.
I figured he'd put more down than that as well. No, but I will ask, obviously you fight for the title next. Do you have an idea? I mean, do you have a date circuit on the calendar, an idea? I mean, how soon you want to fight?
I feel like I've been preparing for a fight since last year, because I was getting ready for Conor in January. I fought him. As soon as the fight ended, I knew that was next. So I got home from Abu Dhabi and started training for that fight. I did a 9-week camp, but as soon as I got home from Abu Dhabi, I was, you know, I had one trip. I got to decompress a little bit, but I was getting ready to fight him again. You know, the last thing I want to do right now is go home and sign a contract and start getting ready right away. We'll see. I just need to get home and think about some things and decompress and spend some time with my family. You know, I just found out my little brother's going to be a dad, and I just want to be, you know, be around him. I'm proud of the performance, but I am proud at maintaining the mindset through all the craziness, all the talk, all the noise that's surrounding me when coming into these fights. You know, and it doesn't start just here on Fight Week. It starts months away on social media. You know, in the last month, I got off of social media and just let my agency post, and they would send me a picture. I would tell them a caption. They would do it all, and I wouldn't have to get on, because there's just so much negativity and so much toxicity on that, man. I don't need that around me, dude. I'm trying to be a light. I'm trying to help people. Look, my goal is to provide for my family, and with these same hands that I beat these guys down with, lift my city up, lift people in need up, and you know, just be a beacon of light and a voice for people whose voice isn't heard. And you know, I feel like I'm doing that. And anytime you beat a guy like that on a stage like this, you know, I don't know. This was a big fight. A lot of eyes were on this, and I got to talk about the good fight a little bit in the post-fight interview. But not only in the post-fight interview, my career, my star gets bigger. More people are Googling, and I'm reaching more, you know, more people. And with that, we can set bigger goals and just keep the good fight going. I have very big plans. We're going back to Uganda to build housing on land we bought. With the overflow money after we built the water wells during the Khabib fight, me, Manny Pacquiao, Justin Wren are all coming together with our nonprofits, and we're going there. We're going to build on 40 acres. And I'm just excited and proud and happy to be in a spot like that, to be able to recognize the position I'm in. And I want it to keep growing, and these kind of fights do. Man, fans, you know, I appreciate them. I appreciate them filling up the seats, and they're going to root for who they're going to root for. Like I said, it's noise. You know, I don't really overthink that stuff anymore. It's just noise. Thank you for buying the ticket. Bro, Conor McGregor is 1-3 or 1-4 in the lightweight division. Yeah, he has to win some fights. But like I said before, a guy like that goes out there and starches somebody, he's right back in the top contender talk, you know, just because of his star power.
In a setting like this where they can understand how life really works sometimes. He is a magnificent personality, we get that. But the work that you do, obviously, the kids have to be confused. Why are they booing the bad guy? What do you tell them, and how does that affect you personally?
I don't know. I don't think about it that deep. But that's just the world we live in, you know? That's just the world these kids are going to grow up in. I don't know how to answer that question.